How's it going, folks? Jack here. Welcome back to Prem. Today, it's a special Sunday upload, and it is the end of season number 8. Now, if you caught Friday's action, you know what's happening today. We've got 3 games left of the season. We actually left things in an amazing position where we are now top of the league. The 2 wins last episode were amazing. Today, to kick things off, we are at home against Crew. Now, Crew... they're quite a good team. Look, they're in 5th. They have a slim chance of maybe catching Sheffield Wednesday, so for them, it's going to be a must-win game. We know if we win just one of these next 3 games, we're going to be in League 1. But let's be honest, I do actually want to win the league title as well. Now, just as a little refresher, of course, last time out we took on Boston and Rotherham. We are now playing Crew just 4 days later. This is a midweek game. With that in mind, I have had to rest up the players ahead of this one. But good news, we have a full-strength team fully available to us. And I don't know, off the back of last episode, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. Anyway, this first game is at home. Don't worry, though, away day fans. Second game today is going to be away from home. If we wrap up the league title prematurely, probably worth acknowledging, we won't just do a third match for the sake of it. Be a bit pointless. Instead, we'll do an end-of-season wrap-up. And, of course, just as a little reminder, tomorrow we will have a summer transfer special. So, yeah, good or bad news? Well, actually, I say that. If we did completely bottle it and get in the playoffs, I guess there wouldn't be a transfer special tomorrow. That's not going to happen. It's going to be fine. Anyway, in terms of the team for today's game, it's actually the team that played the previous match against Rotherham. It was a really good team display. We are sticking with Brandon Charles up front. He's probably on his worst run of games all season, so that's a little bit concerning, although he does still have 8 goals in his last 10 games, so he is playing fine. And alongside him, we're going to go with the man who really helped us out in our most recent game, Tim Apshawn. This man, 24 years old, homegrown at Guernsey, and he's looked very, very impressive, of course, alongside Ben Acey, who also shone in that previous game. And, well, they make up the starting 11. Elsewhere, McGrath and Appiah playing at centre-back. These 2 players, I think, are our best centre-backs. As a pairing, they function really, really well together, much to the sadness of Joe Rogers, who is currently unhappy at the club. And I am actually thinking, it might be controversial this, I might sell this man in the summer, because he's worth quite a lot. And I don't think he's going to start for us based off how he's done this season, if indeed we do get promoted. Anyway, you know what? Enough waffling away. Let's get into the matches today. Of course, a potential triple header. We will have the end of season wrap-up stuff if we get promoted. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we're just going to win this one, and it's going to be nice and simple. We can have a nice chilled-out episode promotion party just to end the week. I will just say as we head into this game, of course, it's unusual that I do weekend videos, so if you are enjoying the episodes, do drop a like on the video. It genuinely does help things out. I looked at the analytics the last episode where I said 3,500 likes, and then it had 5,000 after less than 24 hours. You guys are mad. But yeah, if you want to help get this video out there, because it is a bit of a weird day and time for me to be uploading, that would be appreciated. Let's get into this game against Crew. I want to beat them. Okay, first highlight of the game, and it's going to be a goal kick. Of course, we have somewhat reinvented ourselves as a team in this end-of-season running, looking to play out from the back with our new diamond formation. And, well, maybe, I was going to say a chance here. Brandon Charles heads it down. It's dealt with. And now, in fact, it is Crew with the ball. It's Mumba on the overlap. Beck puts in, well, half a tackle. It's not away from danger. Of course, worst case scenario here would be if Crew win and those teams in and around us, kind of in 3rd and 4th place, were to also win. Because if that happens, suddenly what looked like a surefire thing really turns into a potential bottle. Anyway, Brandon Charles, he's been in some bad form today. Hopefully he can turn it around, and well, he might have a chance here. Brandon Charles steps up, and he smashes it into the bottom corner. And with that, we take the lead inside the first 5 minutes. There is part of me that wants a dramatic ending for the season for entertainment value. But you know what? To do it in a blaze of glory, to look like we really deserve to win the league, would be nice. I talked about it last episode. This has been an odd League 2 season. I don't feel like anyone has been exceptional. No one's run away with the title, really. The teams towards the top of the table are kind of winning around half their games, which is really, really unimpressive. But obviously, as an underdog team, it's probably the best possible situation for us. Okay, after that early goal, I thought it was going to be an entertaining game. It's 1-0. I mean, the goals are drying up here at Guernsey, but defensively, we look pretty good. We've had 64% of possession here, and at half-time, there's been 2 shots on target in the entirety of the half. They have both been for us, and we are just in the league. I mean, it's unremarkable. It's not quite as exciting as the football we're used to, but it is working, so I'm not going to complain. Just going to tell the players I'm happy. Into this second half we go. And why did I tell the players I was happy? Why did I praise them? Why did I invite complacency? I say that. Maybe it's going to work out in our favour. Ball is going to be launched to Brandon Charles here. Just as a reminder, have got the goalkeeper on short distribution and rolling it out. He's not heeded the message, and well, for a second I thought I was going to thank him for lumping it long, but that effort by Brandon Charles was not very good. Okay, we're coming up to an hour played here. It's not been the most remarkable of performances. Barry Kelly we are going to bring off for Pani. Elsewhere, going to take off Stewart for Slimani. Need fresh legs in the team. Apaya's on a booking, but I think we just trust him here. Elsewhere, Tim's not had the best of games, so you know what? I'm going to bring in Robbie Smith. He has been complaining about a lack of first-team football, Robbie Smith. He's the kind of player who, when you play with three strikers, he's great. Now I have like 7 strikers for 2 positions. He's just on the fringes. He's not happy about it, but he's getting a chance now. I think we'll just go with the 3 changes for now and see how the rest of this kind of half plays out. There's still plenty of football to be played. It's still a 1-goal game, and well, let's not give them the ball in that kind of area, please, Apaya. Liam Stewart's going to play it forward, and I feel like this is just a pointless highlight I'm watching because I didn't pause to make my changes, but maybe I'm going to eat my words. Ben AC, Tim, is about to come off, and well, maybe I should be taking AC off as well because that was tragic. 20 minutes left. A weird start to this highlight. We've got it at the edge of the box. Urfi is with it, and well, he's giving it away, and now we've got to be wary. Crew are just playing with a 1-striker formation. Apaya on a booking, battling away. He's not afraid of getting booked again. He's dinked it to Charles, who scores it. Give the centre-back all the credit there. The finish was nice, to be fair. But Apaya, on a booking, just super sensible. I mean, look at this. He's battling away. This is proper non-league football stuff, isn't it, really? You see that in the park on a Sunday. The dink through was superb. Chested down, and then Brandon Charles just opens up his left foot and slots into the corner. That doubles our lead. I'm feeling even more relaxed now. I know I shouldn't be doing this. Well, I can't do it now. I wanted to check the Tranmere scoreline, and I knew I shouldn't have done it. I just wanted to see if Tranmere were winning, because if Tranmere lose, we almost certainly wrap up the title barring a massive goal difference swing if we win here. And I will say if we win here, because it's back to a 1-goal game. I mean, they've got 1 back, and now there's a second highlight immediately from the kickoff. Is this the mother of all jinxes? I hope not. Ben Acey's just giving away the ball. They're trying to get in behind. Beck's tracked back well. AC to Slimani, fresh off the bench. What can he do? I mean, he thinks he's a quarterback with distribution like that. He's not Tom Brady, is he? I mean, maybe Slimani should retire as well. It was not a great ball forward. Maybe we should give it to him and let him have another go. Or maybe we should just let that ball be played there and that finish go in. I mean, Owen Beck, that was absolutely sensational. Can we discuss this assist? Like, the left back just picks it up and then just on his right foot sends it. It comes down with snow on it. The ball's been up so high. And Smith, on off the bench, shows why maybe I should be starting him a little bit more. Do you ever have those situations in Football Manager where a player falls out of favour, you decide you've gone cold on them, and then you just give them that one-off appearance, and then they score, and you start questioning all your decision-making? That's how I'm feeling now, and I was about to talk about finishing. If Pani had scored that would have been ridiculous. Cartwright for Crew here. 10 minutes left. I mean, if they're going to mount a comeback, they're going to need a goal sooner rather than later, and well, with that ball forward, they're not going to end up scoring, are they? Pani on off the bench, threads it through. Ben AC, difficult angle through the keeper's legs. It's 4-1. That is game, set, and I believe promotion. I've just realised, never checked the Tranmere score. Tranmere are losing 2-0 whilst we're winning here. That means that we have a plus 13 goal difference over them and 3 points over them as well. What is the league sorting rule here? I'm just working on the assumption it's goal difference. I'm 99.9% sure it's goal difference. I mean, let's get a few more goals. Why not? Brandon Charles through, round the keeper, slots it in. It's 5-1. The diamond's blooming good, innit? Tactical genius. It's kind of funny. I feel like in live commentary episodes, we've not seen Brandon Charles do that much. Compared to when I go off camera and he does a load of stuff, you get a little taster of what I've seen a lot of him, or a lot from him this year. That was just blooming good finish. It's 5-1. That's game. And Tranmere have lost. With it, well, I was going to say we've won the league. We haven't won the league yet. We need one more win. Then it's done. Even if, Tranmere were to win their next game, with the goal difference swing, it's not going to happen. We have officially secured promotion. I definitely feel like the league is there to be won now. I feel like I'm a little bit all over my words today. My head's everywhere. Look, I'm getting carried away. We've been blooming promoted from League 2. Let me enjoy the moment. People don't understand how hard it is to talk over Football Manager whilst you play. Look, I just get blooming excited. Guernsey promoted to League 1 and board budget set. How much are we going to be given? Wage budget, £40,000. Transfer budget, £32,000. It's not the biggest transfer budget in the world, is it? Just going to the league table here, I feel like I explained it terribly at the end of the game. With Tranmere's recent defeat, they are now 3 points behind us with 2 games left. But because our goal difference is 14 better than theirs, it's essentially an extra point. What that means is, if we win our next game, which is away against Exeter, we are champions. No, maybe not officially, because you know, there could still be a 12-goal swing, and we won't get the trophy lift in the match, but, I mean, we should just beat Exeter. This should be straightforward. Now, we've been promoted. Everything else is just a bonus. Speaking of which, Exeter, our next opponents, play at St James's Park. We've already been to one St James's Park this year. We're going to go to another one. I remember a few years ago, in a Part to Prem episode, I think I praised Exeter for establishing themselves as a League 1 side. And then after that, they've got relegated and have sucked at the bottom of League 2 ever since. So, sorry, Exeter, for the jinx. Anyway, that next game is 11 days away, so plenty of time to go away, rest up the players, come back, and hopefully win the league with a game to spare. In terms of Football League away days, there's not going to be many teams closer to us than Exeter. Obviously, they're not going to be in our division for very long anymore, which is a bit of a shame, but we are going to have Plymouth, I suppose, and also Portsmouth to look forward to. Of course, Guernsey is down here. Exeter, very local by comparison, and I did already have a peek at where the football stadium is. Here is Exeter Football Club, which is St James's Park. It's next door to a train station called St James's Park. Now, my question is the stadium named after the train station, or is the train station named after the stadium? We have to acknowledge it as well. Why is half the stadium missing? Like, what? The train line was clearly here first, so I'm going to assume the stadium is named after the train station. What is this going on here? It's like someone got the guillotine out and just cut off half the stadium at the top. I mean, the aerial view looked weird. From the outside looking in, it looks like quite a nice, cute little quaint stadium. What is this building on the corner? I know Craven Cottage has the cottage. What is this building that Exeter has next to their stadium? I mean, this building is clearly older than the football club, I imagine. I'm looking for clues. I can't find any. Exeter locals, what is this building? I have questions. I have found the VIP entrance, which is, of course, where I'd be going in if I ever go to Exeter, because I am mega important. They've got all these pictures as you drive down this road called the Stadium Way. Very imaginative name. Of just different Exeter pictures throughout time. Is that the crossbar there? I hope they've updated their frames of the goal since whenever this photo was taken. I don't want to dwell on the stadium map for too long, but I'm glad they're aware that the stadium looks absolutely mental with the railway line. They've even included it on the map and how it's just cutting the stand in half. I don't think this is the car park. I mean, I hope They are going to have to lose points for this, aren't they? I mean, you can't have this behind the stand and tell me it's not part of the car parking facilities. Never before have I been so relieved that a stadium is in 3D. Maybe it's just me. I think you could fit a full stand there. I feel like they've just cut off this bit of the stand for attention at Exeter. That's my thoughts on it. You know, like you have that one friend who did something weird with their hair. They shaved one side or they got a mohawk and they did it for attention. Exeter, this was completely unnecessary. We have the facilities in this day and age for you to have a proper stand. I will say, fully aware, there probably is a load of engineering reasons why they can't have it, but I just want to be outraged. It's 2022. No, it's not. It's 2023. What year is it? I will also say the car park I was complaining about earlier no longer exists, but it's there on Street View, therefore it exists in my heart. You know what, Exeter Football Club? It's not quite the St James's Park in Newcastle, but your stadium does have a bit of a quaint appeal. I don't know what it is. It just feels like a little proper football stadium. I'm still wondering what this building is here. I mean, it's literally attached to the stadium. They have built the stadium just around stuff here. Surely there was a better site to build a football pitch. Exeter Football Club, one of the more unique football teams I think we've visited so far. I think that's the only word that comes to mind. It's weird, it's unique. I'm not sure if it's beautiful. and it hasn't got the best of facilities. I'm going to give you, you know what? It's way better than Rotherham, isn't it? 6 out of 10 Exeter. Enjoy. I feel like we have reached a point where I spend more time reviewing stadiums than actually in football matches in episodes, but we need to get our heads screwed back on. We are taking on Exeter. A win here pretty much guarantees us the league regardless of what happens in the Tranmere game. They are playing against Northampton, who are currently battling for their lives. Look at this, down at the bottom of the table. There are 4 teams separated by 1 point. 2 teams will go down. In terms of our team news, it's not very exciting. It's the exact same team that played the last game. No changes going into this. This is a team that performed well previously. And why change your winning formula? Okay, I don't want to get anyone too excited. There's a highlight from kickoff. Beck to Apaya. If we score immediately, I mean, we'll get the confetti out. I feel like I should have got some party poppers and stuff for the promotion party. There was a comment on yesterday's video saying that if I win this league, I should be planning out a parade route on Google Maps. I feel like I want to save that for when we win the Premier League. We will do a Google Earth parade around Guernsey when we win the Premier League. That is my promise to you as Brandon Charles misses a sitter. Thrown for Exeter on this near side. Maybe a little bit defending going to need to be done here. They have the ball. Can they get it into the box? It's blocked away a little bit, but it's going to fall to Padaroof, who's hit that wide. And I mean, with their starting striker finishing like that, I can see why they're struggling this year. Exeter in possession. I'll tell you what, I've just slated Padaroof. Watch him now score a goal. I know how this game works. I know Football Manager's listening. Anyone else get that feeling? Sometimes the game is just listening in on you. Tim, please finish it. I'll tell you what, it's only his 5th goal of the season. I feel like this man scored some very important goals for us. Tim Apshawn. Good free transfer. And I feel like he's filled the boots of our Conte in this right striker position. He is the reason that Robbie Yer is not starting at the moment. And, I mean, it was kind of chance you expect to see him finish, but he finished a one-on-one. And when you have bad players, they don't score those. When you're in form, when everything's going right, they go in like that. Oh, and I'm going to hope we can score another one. Just an insurance goal would be rather nice. Apaya in possession. Could we get the quick 1-2? One after the other. Earthy. Going to play it forward. Apshawn plays it through to Kelly. 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's put it through the keeper's legs, and it's suddenly 2-0. I think that's game over already. Tim Apshawn, I'll tell you what, he scored one. He's now turned provider for one. The striker just pulled the centre-back across. Kelly, as that shadow striker bursting through, and a composed little slid finish through the keeper's legs. Tell you what makes me happier than seeing us winning 2-0. Seeing us having over 60% of possession. We have been playing so well recently. It's been kind of odd to see. I don't think I've ever seen us, during our time here at Guernsey, have so much control over the ball. I'm always wary when you're an underdog team, a team that maybe lacks a little bit the technical giftedness to play a super technical, possession-orientated system, but it has been working wonders for us, and I think it's something that we have to try and persist with going into League One next year. I say all of this. Watch Exeter now come back, despite us having to load the ball. Jefford bringing it forward. Charlton wins it, then forgets the ball exists. What's going on? It's in the back of the net. Why did I say anything? You would have thought after last game where we were 2-0 up and I started planning about how we were going to win and looking at the results and stuff that I would have learnt my lesson. Absolutely not. It's happened again. Half-time here, still 2-1 to the good. Been a really, really good performance. There has not been a great deal happen after Exeter scored their goal. It's been their one shot on target all game. I've had 64% of the ball. And whilst the goals might be drying up in terms of what we're used to here at Guernsey, does feel like we're in control of this one, at least at the moment. A couple of players walking the tightrope of a booking, so I'm going to make some changes. Stewart's going to come off. Williams is going to come on as well for Beck. Of course, just as a little reminder, Callum Williams is the top earner at the club, and he sits on the bench as a backup left back. Yeah, he might be a player we're getting rid of in the summer. Okay, both players on bookings taken off. Not going to change too much here, although we've now given away a penalty. Earthy has been too forceful, according to the commentators. Right, Rob Carlton, you've done nothing all game. You're on a 6.5. Can you bail us out here? Straha for them steps up and is 2-2. Elsewhere, last time I checked, Tranmere were winning 1-0 as well. What that does mean is the title might not be wrapped up today. Although, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've still got time to get more goals. We've been the better team. They've taken their chances that have come their way. Maybe we've not created enough here. Maybe I do need to change things a little more in the final third. Oh, well, one of the men I've brought on in Slimani has just given it straight to their goalkeeper. It's not exactly what you want to see when you're chasing a game, nor is that. Padaroof, he's all on his lonesome. He holds it up well. Slimani puts in one tackle, but Exeter still with the ball here. They were 2 goals down. They were dead and buried. They might need points, maybe even a win, if they want to stay up this year. And we've got lucky there. That header's gone just wide. Okay, let's remain calm, earthy with the ball. Can we get our noses in front? We had a lot of the ball, maybe not created as much as I would like, but maybe a chance here. AC, Kelly, hits it from range. I don't know why he shot there. According to the commentator, Guernsey are enjoying themselves. I'm not enjoying watching a shoot from there. That was wasteful, but we are on the attack again. Kelly, Charles, did he get a hat-trick or 2 last game? Doesn't really matter. He's missed the target there. Brandon Charles is on a 6.1. And yet he's just the kind of player that I just feel like I have to keep on. I'm going to bring in Earthy. You know what? I am going to bring in Robbie Smith. He scored last game for us on off the bench. Apaya's on a booking as well, but we're just going to trust him. And I'm going to save 1 sub. There's still 20 minutes left. Tranmere are still winning in their game against Northampton, so if things stayed as they are right now, they would be a point behind us going into the last game of the season, and we could still bottle the title. Charlton at right back with the ball for us here. We are just looking to play out from the back. The goal kick taken short, and then, well, we've gone long. Tim Apshawn can't quite get there, and Exeter maybe going to look to break away. They know that we are there for the taking. They were 2 goals down. Like I said earlier, they look dead and buried, and now why did I not take off Apaya? I trusted him. Last game, he got that assist after battling away on a yellow card, and he hurt my belief and my faith, and he's just thrown it in my face, and I feel sad. Okay, I'm going to drop Kelly back to centre mid on attack. AC is then going to come off for Joe Rogers at centre back. We're just going to play a 4-3-2 to end this game. Couple of minutes left here. I'm going to be honest, I feel like with that sending off, that's probably killed off any hopes of us winning this game here, but a point is still a valuable point at the end of the day. There is still a highlight. I mean, if they get a winner now, I'm going to be very upset. Is Padaroof? Why did I say anything about this man earlier? They've won 3-2. Well done, Exeter. I hope you're happy. Is this what I get for talking rubbish about their stadium? I slated it. I called them lazy. Said they did it for attention. I slated Padaroof in the first half, and he scored that to give them the win. I hate Football Manager. I don't know about anyone else. Why is this game fun? I'm disappointed we couldn't seal the title today. That is a rare team talk that you're able to give in Football Manager. We have just, well, not bottled it because there's still a game left, but we've opened up the door for Tranmere now to snatch it away from us on the last day. Elsewhere, Bristol Rovers lost 3-1 to Maidstone, who with that win moved it, or rather held on to a playoff spot. And with that, Bristol Rovers slipping up and Sheffield Wednesday getting points, they've now moved up to 3rd. I'll tell you what, seeing all that action in the battle for 3rd in the league is making me relieved. We've wrapped things up a little bit sooner in terms of the actual promotion. Of course, I was hoping we could wrap up the title there. We haven't done it. What that does mean is we got another game to play, everyone. We're taking on Swindon Town. That game is in a week. We're going to get straight into that one. Final game of the season. It is at home. A win. The league is won. Okay, here we are. Final game of the season. Of course, it's not the be-all or end-all to win the league. Naturally, I would quite like to win the league, though. In terms of team news, a few changes to be aware of. First and foremost, Earthy's picked up a little bit of a knock, so as a result, Pani is going to start in Mazzala for us on the right-hand side of the midfield. Elsewhere, Apaya is suspended after getting sent off in that last game. As a result, Johnny Arnott is going to come in to play right centre-back. I was thinking about playing Rogers, but to be honest, there's not a massive difference between the two players. Rogers is a player who might find himself out the door in the summer, so I'd rather give Arnott a chance to prove his worth at 20 years old. Just as a reminder, we signed this man for £6,000. Now, has he played well? Not really, but today could be his day. Elsewhere, Jack Charlton, who of course has been our right back throughout this season, hasn't really impressed, is going to be missing out on today's game. And the reason for that is that he's in on loan, can't sign him permanently, and I'd like to give White a chance to see how he can do as a starting right back option for us. Again, another one of these younger players we've brought in to be a more squad defender, but into next year, I'd like to see how he can do it at League 2 level. I think League 1 is going to be a bit too much of a jump up, but a performance here might convince me to keep him around as a squad player rather than looking to loan him out. Anyway, they're the 3 changes we're going to make. I'm not going to change too much else here, although obviously a few players haven't wowed me today. maybe that can change. It is worth just being aware that today's episode, we are going to do this game, hopefully win the league, celebrate, and then I'm actually going to end things there. And the transfer special is going to be split up into 2 parts. Part 1 will be tomorrow. We will do some initial squad discussions around the promotion, players that are available, as well as maybe start to get the ball moving on some transfers. After that, I'm going to kind of stop halfway through the summer. That video will go up. You guys will have a chance to have your say on the squad building going into the League One season. And then we will do a part 2 to the transfer special. 2 reasons for that. Firstly, I want to try and experiment with some slightly different formats. And also, because I'm doing this weekend video, it's kind of messed around my recording schedules to the point where I don't know for certain I could get a whole transfer special done for Monday. So rather than risk it or rush out a subpar video, we'll break it up into 2 parts. Anyway, we need to be focused on this game here. A win against Swindon, everything's fine. We win the league, no problemo. Even a defeat here might be okay if Tranmere only draw. But of course, naturally, Swindon are down in 18th. They are a team we should be beating. And we're a goal down to them after 4 minutes. Yikes. I mean, it was a corner that we just didn't deal with well initially. Swindon kept the pressure up. It came to James at the edge of the box. He laid it to Ball, back to James, and to be honest, it's just a good little finish into the bottom corner from range. You might have noticed it against Exeter. Rob Carlton did not have a very good game in goal. That is something lingering in the back of my mind. I think one of the big focuses, I guess the transfer window, is going to be getting in a slightly longer-term goalkeeping option because Carlton, he's not been very good this year. We're not having as much of the ball as I've become accustomed to us having so far in this game. And, well, I was about to say, we've limited Swindon to 1 shot on target, but they've now got a free kick. And it's now 2-0 Swindon. I don't want to be adopting a defeatist mindset. What is the Tranmere score? Who are Tranmere playing? They're playing Halifax away. It's still 0-0. I just remembered we lost the game against Exeter. We didn't draw it, did we? So, actually, a defeat here is bad. We need Tranmere to lose, and now Tranmere are winning. We're actually about to bottle the title. It's half-time here. Swindon have had 2 shots. One was a free kick. One was that shot from outside the box from a corner. When I say shots, I mean shots on target. They have actually edged out possession in this game. Would it be mad of me to go to 3 strikers to end this season? I mean, we need goals. I mean, the question was, would it be mad? The other question is, when has that ever stopped me before? Robbie Yer is going to come on to play as the target forward. The old system's back. We need goals. We will probably now concede a lot with this, but we need a roll of the dice. We've not done enough in this game. We're not having as much of the ball as I've become used to seeing us have either. I do feel like it's a bit of a weird situation, this, with the old 3 striker system, because to be honest, it was a system that when we played, there was never really a good way to make it more attacking. Like, it's already such an attacking system, but when we start with the diamond formation and we find ourselves in a situation like this, I feel like it's a pretty good tactic to have as that alternative plan. Anyway, White at right back has won the ball back there superbly and given it to Apshawn. Robbie Yer's gone down in a heap. Brandon Charles has a chance to score from the penalty spot. I mean, we went 2 goals up and lost 3-2. We need to do the reverse in this game. If Charles scores from the penalty spot, that would do us wonders. He's missed. I just went to go and see if I had any yogurts. I don't actually have any yogurts. I need a yogurt. This is a yogurt situation. How do I not have any yogurts? It's like mentally, I just thought, well, we're going to win the league now. We're in such a good position. It was so simple. We got promoted, won the difficult game, and now it just feels like we've bowled the games that we probably should be winning. And I now realise 25 minutes left, more changes. Brandon Charles, off you come. Robbie Smith, on you come. The Candle, on you come. All these striking options on the bench I can't normally play. I'm going to bring in Slimani as well, I think, for AC. Last change, Williams in at left back. I'm going for 5 changes. I've had enough. I'm just sad. We're running out of time as well. Go more direct and up the tempo. White bringing the ball out for us at right back. Lays it to the Candle. He's going to go long to Robbie Yer, who takes it down and kicks it straight at the goalkeeper. White with the ball, dinking it towards Robbie Yer yet again. And again, the finish is lacking. I was just hoping, maybe Halifax have mounted a comeback. Maybe Halifax have helped us out. No, Halifax are losing 3-0 to Tranmere. Congrats, Tranmere, you've won the league. If we want to win the league, we need 3 goals in the next 10 minutes. Do you believe? I'm not sure I do. They're on the attack. We've had chances, we've missed them. Watch them go up the other end and Miss. Okay, breathe a sigh of relief. Right, we need 3 goals in the next 4 minutes plus added time. I've probably left it a little bit late. I'll level with you. Williams on attack, White on attack, Slimani and Pani, up you go. Just attack more. This is the game plan now. Made all those changes. Nothing's changed. We could have won League 2. We could have had the bus parade. Instead, we've lost 2-0 to Swindon. I mean, a late consolation now isn't even going to cheer me up. They might as well go and score a third pair to Lancashire. I mean, they actually have scored a third. I hate Swindon Town so much. I've never had an opinion on Swindon. I hate the place now. Full time, 3-0. I'm not happy. And with that result, Tranmere have won the league. Congratulations, Tranmere. Enjoy it. I mean, the good news is that the bottling last game against Exeter, in terms of the dropping a point, didn't prove costly. Although we were winning that game 2-0, and if we had won that, we would be league winners right now. I am salty. I love the fact the game really wants to rub it in. Tranmere crown champions. Thanks for reminding me, Football Manager. Now, like I said, going into that Swindon game, I'm actually going to leave things here for today. And we're going to start next episode with the kind of end of season wrap up. I want to discuss some squad planning stuff, where we're going to need to make signings. The step up to League One is a pretty big one, especially when it comes to quality, but also just squad budgets and club budgets. It's going to be a case of pinching pennies, but hopefully with a little bit of a reputation boost, the pool of players available to us is going to be that little bit bigger. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Disappointing end to the season, but let's look at the positives. We beat Crewe 5-1, who now have ended up in the playoffs. In fact, I was so upset by what happened to us on the final day, I didn't notice Bristol Rovers snuck back into the automatic promotion spots. Based on the football they played against us, I think they probably deserve that. Anyway, we are going to leave things there for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this bonus weekend upload of Park to Prem. The start of the next season is very almost upon us already. Transfer specials the next couple of days. Keep your eyes peeled for them. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Until next time, take it easy. It's me, Jack, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.